I like to dedicate this to all of the Creator's righteous children. I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, that food you eat? No. I have some food for thought. Since knowledge is infinite, it has infinitely fell on me.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a cultural come-up or a race recap. The first of its kind. It's a series that I plan to have on my channel from now on, where I give you a social justice news update about things going on in the world. So I have two different series that I will be doing this on. I will be doing normal, just regular social justice news updates that will just be about different things going on in the world pertaining to social justice. And then I will have two different series. One is called the Race Recap, which will be basically whatever is going on within the Black community or within the Native American community or whatever. And then the other one will be the cultural come-up, which will be a little bit similar to the race recap, but it will be more of the beautiful things that people in the community are doing. So it's going to be kind of a mixture of all three of those things as I get started in the 2017 new year. So the things that I wanted to talk about today are Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick is amazing. He's the NFL player that refused to stand up during the national anthem, which I wrote a blog post about in 2016 called I don't remember what it's called right now, but it's on my blog, iceturtlegirl.blog. You can go and view it on there, and it is a very well-written blog post about why I think that Colin Kaepernick not standing up for the national anthem is a really important thing, and that more people in the celebrity spotlight should follow suit. And not just the national anthem, but in a lot of different things that are going on in the world. They need to just not stop just sitting there and being pretty celebrities and making money. They need to help us common folk with the issues that we're dealing with on a daily basis. Colin Kaepernick decided not to stand up for the national anthem because A, it's a racist national anthem. We all know that. But B, he decided that until the government decides that the killings of black bodies by the police is important to them enough to help make it stop, he will not be standing up for the national anthem. And I support him 110%. I think he's incredible, and he just did two important things within the last week that I want to talk about. One, he gave $50,000 to the Standing Rock medics. And this will help to give a salary to some of the doctors that are there on pro bono and are just there just to volunteer because this is an important cause. Which, if you'd like to see more on Standing Rock, I will link my video I did back in October on Standing Rock, and I will hopefully be doing an updated video. I got to travel to Standing Rock back in November, and hopefully I will be doing an updated video on that. Also, he gave $25,000 to some urban farms in Minneapolis. And one of the farms and one of the programs that he gave to was Appetite for Change, which is a rooted in community organization that we work with that comes to our summits every year. So that was really awesome, and I really think that Colin Kaepernick is an amazing person, and he really cares about the issues going on in common folk land, or how I call it, and he really cares about what's going on in the community, and I really, really think that that's A+, Colin Kaepernick, A+. Okay, there's also a couple of other things that have been floating around the internet, and I have to talk about them. And they're not really that happy, but I still should talk about them because why not? So, Burrell and that gospel singer who, I'm forgetting her name, Kim, the gospel singer, who was caught on camera saying all those negative things towards the LGBTQIA plus community. And she basically was saying that if you are with a man and you're a man, or if you are with a woman and you're a woman, that it is a sin and you will basically be condemned. Do I support that? No. I think that is wrong on so many levels, and I think that it is just ridiculous that in 2017 people still feel this way. Now, we always have had a really big problem where we have always had a really big problem where we don't like to talk about the gay community in the black community, which is ridiculous because there's a lot of gays and lesbians and transgender and bisexual and all of the sorts of LGBTQIA plus people in the black community. But black people just have such a hard time explaining it and talking about it because they've been raised in that way in the church and all these things. But I mean, come on, seriously, it's 2017, seriously. And I saw a news report where the first transgender female to be murdered in 2017 was a black transgender female. And this is just wrong on so many levels because the black community is not really supporting the gay community as much as it should be. And it's really sad because, especially with the transgender community, a lot of them are African American, but they don't get the support that they deserve from our community, and that really needs to change. We need to change heavily. And don't rely just on the church to make it seem like, oh, well, God or Jesus or Allah or whoever you believe in does not believe in, gays. He believes that that's a sin. But if you really look at Jesus and who he was in the first place, he was hanging out with prostitutes and he was hanging out with lowlifes and he supported them because that's the kind of person that he was. Now, take it or leave it. But I just don't think that was right, and I think it's completely wrong that she said what she said about the gay community, and it's 2017. Are we seriously going to keep going on with this for the rest of our lives? New year, new me. Like, come on. Really? And then you had Ellen DeGeneres, who was supposed to have Kim Burrell, or whatever her last name is, on her show with Pharrell Williams, who were doing a song from the Hidden Figures soundtrack, which, by the way, I really want to go see that movie because I think it's going to be an incredible, incredible movie. From the reviews that I've seen, it's incredible. It's a story that I had never known until now, and I really want to know this hidden part of my history. I think it's incredible that 3 black women were able to put a man in space. It should have been 3 black women putting a black woman in space, but you know how it goes. But that's just incredible that the story is finally coming out, and we're able to explore the fact that black women are so brilliant. We are so brilliant, and we are able to move mountains. And so I hope every little black girl goes to see this movie. I hope all black people and people in general go see this movie, and I hope it inspires even one little girl to pick up a pen and start doing math and loving science. And I mean, I used to love science. I used to love marine biology. I used to love biology in general. I thought it was really cool, but I suck at math, so I was never able to be in like STEM or like any of those fancy things. But like, I do like science in that way, and I'm really fascinated by the ocean and the sea, so there's that. And I really just want people to go see this movie and support it, because not very many movies come out that are this empowering and this inspiring to our communities, and I just think that we need this right now. Wholeheartedly, we need this right now. And It has Janelle Monáe, who's like my queen. I love her so much. I love her music. I love everything she stands for. I just love her big theatrics. I just love her. It has Octavia Spencer, who I love. And it has Taraji P. Henson, who I just love, 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 love. And I love to say her name, Taraji P. Henson. I don't know why. I just think her name is awesome. Taraji P. Henson. Anyway, go see this movie, please. Go see Hidden Figures. I'm going to go see it eventually. I hope you go see it too. Speaking of women, in January, before or during the inauguration of he who shall not be named, there's going to be a women's march. And there's going to be women's marches all over the United States in different cities, big major cities. And they're having one in Washington, D.C., and this group that I'm part of, Acromanus, is doing banners and going to meet up there. And it's going to be a really inspiring march because there's going to be women from all different backgrounds and colors and creeds and races and, you know, ages and all these things. And it's going to be just a bunch of women power. And I am 100% down for women power. Super inspiring women power. I believe in the goddess. I believe that women are going to be the change, you know. In the Hopi prophecy, right now is the time of the 8th fire prophecy, which is where the women take the lead and the men are kind of in the background, but they're helping to help the women lead. But the women are in the forefront right now, and I just feel like that's really important to helping our generation. So I am really excited for that. Let me know if you're going to come to the Women's March. That would be super dope to like meet up and stuff. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for this. Like, really, really excited. Anyway, so back to Pharrell and Ellen DeGeneres. So Kim and Pharrell were supposed to do a song from the Hidden Figures soundtrack on the Ellen show, right? Ellen heard about what Kim said about the LGBTQIA plus community. And she was like, nope, you ain't coming on my show. So she had Pharrell on there. And they had a conversation about it. And basically Pharrell was just like, well, you know, yeah, she shouldn't have said it, basically. But because I'm Pharrell and I kind of take the side of everybody because I try to be an inclusive person, I decided that she's growing, she's learning. She deserves to have, you know, you have to hug her, we have to hold her, we can't fight hate with hate, and all of these, like, hippy-dippy kind of ways. And, you know, I do consider myself a hippie, a revolutionary hippie, whatever, and I do believe in all of that, you know, hippy-dippy mantra stuff. But if you're a hater, you're a hater. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna say it. Like, if you're a hater, you're really just a hater, and I'm sorry that you are one. But it sucks. But come on now, people. Seriously, like, I get it. Like, trying to be nice to people, but if they're not gonna be nice to you, what's the point? Like, Janelle Monáe was like, you know, I can't support this woman, and why is it in 2017 that we are still feeling this way? You know, that's like you're marginalizing our communities. I like the way that Janelle Monáe said it. She said our communities. You know what I mean? She didn't say, oh, well, I'm black, so I can't support the gay community. No, she was like, our communities, our shared communities. Why are you doing this? And I like what she said better than Burrell, but, you know, Burrell's kind of up in the air because he's kind of is how he is. But anyways, I digress. So there was that. Also last week, which I don't really want to talk about, but I guess I will say a little bit about because there's been some stuff that's been going around that I don't like. So last week I saw some news articles about these 4 African American kids who took this mentally disabled white kid, and they took him and they picked him up in his van, took him to one of the people's houses or apartments or whatever. And they decided that it was going to be a fun thing to do because they hate Donald Trump, to basically harm this poor disabled kid. You know what I mean? And they were really, really awful with it too. They were cutting his hair. They made his scalp bleed. They made him drink from toilets. They were just brutal to this man. They were so brutal to this kid, like so awful. And I am so glad that the justice system is doing something about this. But I know there's going to be two camps on this. There's going to be the people who are actually human and feel that this is really, really 100% wrong, and that you should never ever do this to anybody just because of the way you feel politically or the way that this country is run. Now, I know. Yes, I get it. The colonizer has done this to us for so many years. I get it, 110%, but that does not mean that we fight ugly with ugly. We do not do that. We don't fight ugly with ugly. That is wrong on so many levels, and that is not okay. You don't do that. And you have no idea whether that kid was a Trump supporter. You have no idea whether that kid even cared about politics in the first place. That was just wrong to just do that to a poor kid who has no way of really even, he's disabled. Come on, people. You don't do that to disabled kids. You just don't do that to anybody. That's just wrong on so many levels. And I don't care if you sort of support the black perpetrators because you're black and because the colonizer has done so much to us all these years. That is not how you fight it. You do not fight ugly with ugly. Decolonize your brain, dummy. You don't support that. You don't support that. You don't support that at all. That's wrong. That's so wrong. Stop it. That's all I'm going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's not good. We don't talk about it. In other news, I'm sure there's other things going on in the world. If you know of other things going on in the world that you want me to talk about in other race recaps, cultural come-ups, or social justice news, then hit me up, comment down below, do all that stuff. If you like this video, give it 2 thumbs up, subscribe, hit the little bell thingy, because I guess that's what you have to do now on YouTube. And yeah, I just wanted to really tell you some things going on. And if I think of anything else, I might post another one of these. But I just wanted to give my short little opinions on what's going on in the world. So I hope you're having an amazing 2017. And yeah, I hope that you're feeling blessed. I hope you woke up and are just feeling amazing. Today I woke up and did my first meditation of 2017, and I felt incredible after. And I just hope that you're having an incredible Monday, an incredible 2017, and that you remember that you are a blessed person, and I just hope that you are living life to the fullest. So until next time, peace and blessings.